Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. Last time, we finished making our way through the G line and we're ready to go ahead and start our next line here. But normally, I would change out our Octarian design because of the line change. But we're still the same Octarian boy because, simply put, we really didn't spend much time on G. We're really only on the G line for 2 videos, so change our eye color, and hey, there you go. New Octarian design. I swear, it's different. But with this slightly different design, let's go ahead and make our way into the E line. And now we're going to start with, don't count on it, the Swass 8-ball station. So here we have a choice of no weapons whatsoever. So for this one, we're going in weaponless. Please score a bingo for me. A bingo means 3 8-balls lined up vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. Once a ball falls into a hole, the next one will appear. You'll get 4 balls to use. Take care out there. Go ahead and begin the test. So for this one, we don't have any weapons, but we have a cannon. Vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. Which should we try for? Well, just like Marina said there, it actually doesn't matter what kind of bingo you can get. As long as you line up 3 balls in a row of any kind, that will count. So let's see what we're gonna go for here. So far we got 1 in the right center. Here comes another ball, so let's go ahead and see if we can line this up with the center. There we go. That's almost a bingo. Now we wanna get the one on the left to actually match this up. Just a little bit more. It keeps on skipping past, and that's kind of the issue you're going to be noticing here with this said mission. Trying to line up the ball exactly where you want it. It's not going to be the most precise thing in the world, so you're just going to have to keep on shooting your said ball. But don't be discouraged for this reason, as you have as many attempts with this ball as you like. Just be careful not to bounce it too far out of the table, as this thing can fall out of bounds due to the top section not having any guardrails. So you don't want to go too high on this table to avoid losing your ball, because we only have 4 of these. But if we play our cards right, we don't need all 4. This is the 4th and final ball. It's all riding on this one. So yeah, we gotta use this now, which could be a concern, but I could take out the ball in another hole to line it up somewhere else. So even though we have 4 balls on the field, we don't need to use the 4th. We can completely ignore it if you want to. You didn't make a bingo. Test failed. Well, that was unfortunate. The problem we have for this one specifically is that if a ball falls out of bounds, then we don't have any use of it. But if all 4 balls are in the hole, that also counts as a failure. You only have 1 life on this, so yeah, make every shot count. Looks like we're lining up with the bottom, so let's see if we can get 3 of these in the bottom area. If not, we want them at least in the middle. Okay, that's not ideal, but we can kind of work with this. I can get the ball onto the left side instead. Well, this also kind of works. If we can get this ball to just go down 1 more hole, just like that, GG's. As I said, you don't need 4 balls to get your bingo. You can still use the balls in the table to line them up again. So with that, we have passed the Swass 8-ball station. It's kind of a difficult mission to start off this whole video with, I'm not gonna lie. 8-ball missions are always hard, doubly so when you got pinball mechanics to work with. But let's see what the mem cake we got for completing that said station. It's the burst bomb. Not everyone can be a scourge. Intense combat, I toss this splat. A monument to my last surge. Of all the different bomb types in Splatoon 2, burst bomb's probably one of my favorites because these things are very fast to deploy and they don't really take up that much ink. So you can chuck 2 to 3 of these at a time depending on how much ink you have. They're a really good sub weapon. That's a 10 attack. This is the burst bomb. I always somehow nudge like the extra stick just to move this thing around. The nice design mem cake. Nice purple hue for this burst bomb too. I like it. Let's go ahead and make our way through our next station here. Ink on, ink off in the Hypercolor Station. So here we have a choice of two different weapons. Sploosh-o-matic with no sub-weapon, or the Splat Roller and Splat Bomb. We're going to start this one off with the recommended Sploosh-o-matic. The test involves shooting ink switches and moving them on before enemy ink reverses them. I suggest moving on quickly after inking each switch. If a switch gets inked over, keep calm and ink it back. Take care out there. Let's go ahead and begin the test. What's the deal with the switch? Be quick about moving forward or the switch might get inked over again. So, as Marina and Sea Cucumber kind of told us about, these switches will not stay pressed down forever, as here, they're getting painted over with enemy ink. So we have to shoot the said switch, and then let it actually get inked over to move around these platforms in our favor. So here, I'm gonna wait for the switch to be revealed, ink up this wall now that's exposed, and we can see there's a set of collectibles here on the edge. So if I get close to the edge of this, I can ink up the switch one more time, grab me some extra points, and now we can hit checkpoint and move on. Octo Sniper spotted! Commence evasion maneuvers! Right, nobody's here. Now shoot that direction. Not this direction. I need that switch. I can distract this guy and get me some points. While doing so, I can hit the switch we need to continue forward. As long as these guys don't really hit these switches all that often, we can take the walls and move our way to our launch pad. Launch pad confirmed on the top of the flutter. Problem for us though, we need to hit these said switches that are in direct line of the flutters. So these guys are going to be kind of a hindrance right now, not going to lie. So let's activate the said switch, climb up, and the one we actually need to get on top of is this one at the very top. So let's lure him over to the switch so we can rise up. Then we can jump on top of his head and take the launch pad. Here we got two switches we need to hit, but there's a set of missiles being shot at them. So just wait a moment and then just ink up the switches when nothing's coming towards them. That's a pretty simple puzzle. Final checkpoint, here we go. Wait, so do you have to ink all these? Looks like it. And we got a giant Octo stamp here too, which also has a switch on his back. So gotta be careful here what we do. You can kind of get on top of him, but as you can tell, it's not really recommended, just simply because he doesn't stay on the ground that long. And when he gets up, yeah, you kind of move along with him. So we can try our best, but no matter what we do, we will get flung off. So at this point, we're just gonna try to ink all these switches around us here, as that is our way of getting out of here. Problem is, this giant Octo stamp will hit these switches to reverse them back into his favor. So we need to activate all these in our color. And then with that, there we go. We can make it to the goal now. But I'm going to let this guy hit a switch as we raise up here, and we get some extra points. Might as well grab the points on our way out. And with that, that's the station completed with the Sploosh-o-matic. Got one more weapon to come back in here for, but at least now we have completed the Hypercolor Station with one of the weapons. Now we got our next station. Let's head back real quick to Hypercolor Station. I need to complete this with the Splat Roller real quick. So here we only have the other weapon here in the list, the Splat Roller, and as you can see with the payout, it's definitely the easier of the two, mainly because you now have a sub-weapon. The fact that the Sploosh-o-matic doesn't have a sub makes it a harder weapon to use for this said test, but it's gonna depend on how well you use bombs, I'm not gonna lie. The range of the roller here is gonna be better as well, but again, it's all just gonna come down to how you use the said weapon. As we can see, I didn't really use it all that well as I missed my target entirely. Shot way too early there, but it's fine. Gonna wait here a second, ink up my switch, and now while we're waiting here, I can throw a bomb at this, well, little sniper enemy and take him out. Easy as that. I'll wait here a second, ink up the switch, ink up the wall. It's pretty simple. I can even throw a bomb down below, And then with this, I can use it just to get me some points. I feel like I was just debated. I can use the bomb to get me some points and come right back. Man, that was really unnecessary, I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of making things easier with bombs, these guys. You can get a bomb ready, and then chuck it at the Octo Sniper. With that, we'll actually kill the enemies outright this time, so now we don't even need to worry about being sniped. As simply put, we can snipe the snipers. Now let's grab our extra points, wait for these walls to come down, and now make our way over to the said section. But now we can kind of explore over here because we're not getting shot at. There's nothing on either side of these platforms. It's just where the snipers are if you wanted to walk over and shoot them just to collect their set of points. Don't need them though, but that's the thing you can do if you had the Splatoon-matic. Well, that was a very short-lived switch. Thanks, buddy. Ink up this wall real quick because I'm getting targeted. No, okay. How did that not kill me? Well, now if you could do me a favor. Thank you. Appreciate the help. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I got barely clipped. The thing is in this game, when you do a squid jump like that, if you're not fully in your ink, yeah, you lose momentum. I lost a lot of momentum, so let's make sure this time that doesn't happen. Thank you. Just gotta wait around just like before here. You don't want to hit these switches as they're being inked up, because obviously that's a problem. And now we can continue forward here. Make sure there's nothing else as we leave, because we do see there's a platform up there. It makes you think, how do you get there? Well, simply put, that's your checkpoint. You get there if you die, so don't die. Simply put, I don't want to, but I guess we will. All right, let's find out how the checkpoint looks for ourselves. Man, you can't make this stuff up. I don't try to do this on purpose, it just happens. So if you die, there's a launcher here that'll take us into the next area. Well, we can actually use this to our advantage because we can just throw bombs in the area and now confuse these stamps. Okay, what's going on? Now we can jump in and ink the guy up. That's one way of doing some damage. Take out these stamps here. This section is going to be a little bit annoying, not going to lie, with the said weapon because of multiple reasons now. Okay. Wow, how do we do so well here the first time with a Splatoon-matic? As soon as you come here with the roller, yeah, problems. Plenty of problems. As I was trying to say, we have problems. Okay, this is getting stupid now. I'm just trying to explain why this could be a problem with the roller, and the game's proven its point. You don't want to get hit with an Octo stamp for starters, because these guys will push you pretty far. You gotta be careful where you're located, simply because if you're near a ledge, like I've been the past 3 deaths, then you'll get pushed right off the edge, and you'll have to respawn from checkpoint. But the thing is, the roller takes a lot of ink every time you fling it, and it uses a good amount of ink when you're running around painting the floor just like so. Now the problem with this weapon is I feel for this section specifically, the Splatoon-matic can ink up more areas in a shorter amount of time. So for this one, we're gonna take our time here a lot more, bait around the Octo stamp here in the center more, and just kind of take things carefully this time around. Hence why I recommend taking out all the little small fries, because you do not want to be dealing with those guys at all in this section. That'll just make things a lot worse on you. Keep in mind the distance of your flings here. Use the bubbles on the side of this guy's head to your advantage. And every time we run out of ink, die a little inside, because we're right there. We're literally right there. I can see the ending. I can get to it. Just please cooperate. What switch are we missing? Are you serious? The one in the beginning? Yeah, this section's a lot more annoying than I remember. I mean, it is an annoying section, but way worse right now than it should. Take the platform up, give me my freebie, and let's throw a bomb to complete the test. As you can see, the roller may be considered the easier of the two because it has the bombs, but in some sections, mileage may vary. I prefer that mission with the Splatoon-matic, but if you like a bomb type, pick the roller. And now with that area complete, let's see the mem cake we got from that set station. It's the Splat Bomb. Closer to pyramids than spheres. Let fly the bombs. A sigh, then calm. A pillow stained with ink or tears. These messages are getting a little too real for me at times. Stained with ink or tears? How do you know I cry every time I lose my rank? It's too real, man. I can't help if my teammates don't help me collect the Rainmaker. Hey, come on, that's your job. You pick it up and you move it to the other side. Instead, they just want to kill everybody. It gets me killed. By the way, it's a splat bomb. Nice looking bomb. So, we made our way through 2 stations here in the E-Line, and I think that's a good amount of progress for today's video. So with that, next time on Let's Play Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion, we'll continue making our way down the E-Line. I'll see you guys next time.